Hey everyone, this is Market Recap for Thursday, April 16th. We had a really exciting morning because some of the indicators we've been building out have really been performing well, but this video is primarily to recap the gap fill trade we had going into this morning. You'll see overnight we had a nice high at 70.78. We were hoping that would we were hoping that would defend, and what ended up happening was going into the pre-market. We did defend it at the 78.6 level, the retracement, and we ended up filling the gap. Now, what did that actually look like in terms of execution? We had this draw up. We actually had it drawn up to the 70.2 line, and at 9:06 I actually entered at 73, 75, yeah, about 73. Took off half at 69, so right around here, and then right at the open I got stopped out. I did re-enter though, so it literally hit my stop at 74, and I re-entered at 70, right around here. It was on this candle though, the next 3-minute candle, and I took off half at the half. I took off one at the 3/4, and then ultimately I actually held one as a runner, thinking this might be the day where we actually get some really good downside action. So I had drawn lows to low extension, and the ES doesn't hold these very often, but when they do, it's a great risk reward. So we initially ran up to the 88.6, and then we got some more downside pressure, and I actually thought we were going to at least break down to the previous all-time highs at 70.43. Didn't really come close to defending those or challenging them, really. I mean, 46. So those were defended. I had my stop right above the full gap, which was fine because I was playing a really big move into the 6900s, and we didn't get it, but I still completed the task of executing the gap fill trade. When you look at what has happened for the rest of the day here, we broke those previous overnight highs. We're just kind of bouncing around the gap here, but if you do want to level, the one level that I love that I came up with from watching volume profile, this 70.2 line has been amazing. A lot of times you might get a really clean bounce from there, so it's a 70% retracement essentially. It breaks the 61.8. But it's still inside of the 78.6, and a lot of times that will go to complete profit targets, which would be 70.99. So we will see what happens with the rest of that. The other exciting thing that we have going for us is we have these fair value gap codes that we're writing, and we've been tweaking them. My colleague's been awesome at basically reworking this code to make sure that it's not giving off any false positives. Here we have a 3-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, and a daily. Heading into the gap fill, you can see that we had a great fair value gap setup that literally touched the top, and then we got that retracement into the gap. So that was really nice to see. There was this bigger support underneath us that kind of dipped in, and then it recovered, and then it's just been chopped the rest of the day. On the 3-minute time frame, what did 9 o'clock look like actually? You had the support that it had to break through, which it did, and then you actually saw it defending an extension short in a way, lower, more pressure to the downside, ultimately breaking, but it would have given you some free trades. It would have let you get to break even. On the higher time frames, on the hourly chart, it's looking really smooth for buy opportunities. You have a touch there on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. A second defense Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. You could get back into the trend today at 9 a.m. So, I mean, if you're getting in, let's say you're dollar cost averaging in, or you're just building a position, 70.54. Half of that is 70.48. Maybe you put one on there, and that probably would have been all you would have got. So even if you just wait for a 50% in that box, that's a 48 with a stop at 42, 41. I mean, you're talking 300-400 a contract there, and from that 70, let's just say 70.50, you're up almost 40 points. So really fun stuff. This is a daily chart, and this is what we're doing in the Discord lab. We're building out new ideas. We're building out standard deviation framework. We're building out pivot point framework. We're not, we're taking what exists, but we're trying to make it a little bit better for execution. And so when we do open up the Discord, this is going to be something that you could bring in the community, your ideas, and we'll actually code them for you, build a bot for you, and see if we can get this thing automatically just trading for you, so that all you have to do is manage it. Well, that's just a side note, and this has been your recap for Thursday, April 16th, 2026.